The SV-37 is an early tier strike fighter with a striking resemblance to the SV-37 Viggen. The plane reminds you that it is from Sweden because the cockpit still has the original Swedish text inside it. Unlike other certain plane games, none of them have a Viggen or one that resembles it. This means there are no notable pilots who flew it that can be compared, and it is introduced into the game because a Kickstarter backer gave RB a lot of money. This is especially noted based on one of its skins, but we will cover that later. There are notable enemies in Project Wingman that do fly it, but only if you play in Conquest mode. So how do we fly this flying IKEA contraption? Well, for starters, it flies faster than the other strike fighter known as the FE-4 while sacrificing some maneuverability. Other than that, it's a modest plane in general, and you'll likely play it for a couple missions before getting a better plane. However, that's where you're wrong. It has something that few other planes have, and it all comes down to its selection of weapons. This plane has 2 weapon slots with 2 hard points each. The SV-37 is one of 3 planes in the game that has access to the most powerful weapon in the game that isn't the railgun. In the first slot, it has access to the tactical blockage, otherwise known as the anti-ship missile. This particular tool is helpful in instantly deleting any ship of any kind, whether it's a surface warship, large airship or land battleship. Just make sure not to waste them on a PT boat when a simple standard missile will do. Other weapons in the first slot are the MLAA, SAA or more standard missiles. Slot 2 is your choice of more MLAA or SAA. You can also equip MLAG if the mission you are flying has more ground targets. Too bad surströmming can't be used as an airdropped weapon, but I guess that is a war crime. And Project Wingman is a game that despises you for committing war crimes. Depending on your mission, you will use the ASM when ships of any kind are present, and MLAA or MLAG in the second slot. This will depend on which targets you see more are present. If no ships are present or are insignificant, it will be better to stack MLAA or SAA or go 50-50 if you are going pure air-to-air. Use the MLAG if your mission is more multi-role oriented. It also doesn't hurt to add more standard missiles if you want to be more multi-role than you already are. Since this plane cannot perform super maneuvers, it does not get access to AOA. Instead, you'll have to stick with flares as your only module, and honestly, it's still very effective in preventing you from getting hit by any missile. I already assume you know how to deploy flares, so there won't be much more discussion about this topic. Let's now continue on to the part of the video where we discuss skins. The first skin is a bluish green camouflage. The second one is a light green desert camo. Third skin is a vibrant and colorful paint job with an octo squiddy decal on the canards. And the final skin is just dark blue. You may notice that neither the Federation or Cascadians have a skin for this plane, despite them flying a few in the campaign. Only Monarch skins are seen, but fortunately mods exist to widen the variety of choices. Well, I think that's everything I need to tell you about the SV-37. I ran out of ideas for Swedish stereotypes. Make sure you practice taking off and landing on highways, listen to ABBA all day, help me build my furniture, and pray that Sweden can join NATO one day. Also, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Hopefully I can put out another how to before Frontline 59 comes out on PC.